Alright, let's be honest, not everyone's born with a green thumb, and that's totally fine. Some of us just want plants that don't throw a tantrum every time we skip watering day. That's where these legends come in, the unkillable houseplants. The ones that stay alive, look good, and don't ask for much. You could forget about them for a week or 3, and they'll still greet you like nothing happened. From shady corners to sunny windowsills, these guys can handle it all. So if you've accidentally retired a few plants before, don't worry, these 15 practically take care of themselves. The Fiddle Leaf Fig is the drama queen that finally learned to chill. Seriously, this plant used to have a reputation for being picky, but once you understand it, it's surprisingly low maintenance. Native to West Africa, it's built for warm, slightly humid air and can handle a bit of neglect better than people think. Give it bright, indirect light, near a sunny window works perfectly, and water only when the top inch of soil feels dry. Overwatering is its only real enemy. Studies even show that large-leafed plants like the Fiddle Leaf Fig can boost indoor humidity and filter out toxins like formaldehyde, so it's not just for looks. With its bold, violin-shaped leaves and sculptural vibe, it instantly makes any room look styled without you even trying. It's the kind of plant that looks high maintenance but isn't, like the friend who always shows up perfectly dressed but swears they just threw something on. The Monstera Swiss Cheese Plant is that effortlessly cool roommate who thrives no matter where you put them. Native to the tropical rainforests of Central America, this plant has built-in survival instincts. Its signature holes, called fenestrations, actually help it handle heavy rain and wind in the wild. Indoors, it's one of the easiest statement plants to keep alive. It tolerates low light but grows best in bright, indirect sun, and you only need to water it once the soil dries out a bit. Monsteras are also known to purify air by removing common indoor toxins. A NASA study even backs that up. Give it a moss pole or something to climb, and it'll reward you with huge, Instagram-worthy leaves that look straight out of a design magazine. It's bold, low drama, and grows like it's got something to prove, truly an unkillable plant with personality. The dragon tree is that tough, no-nonsense plant that thrives on a little neglect. Seriously, it's almost impossible to mess this one up. Native to Madagascar, it's built to handle dry air, inconsistent watering, and less than perfect light conditions. You can stick it in a bright corner or even an office with fluorescent lights, and it'll keep on growing. Its long, sword-like leaves with red edges make it look way fancier than the effort it needs. NASA's Clean Air study ranked the dragon tree among the top plants for filtering out indoor toxins like benzene and trichloroethylene, so it's not just pretty, it's working overtime for your air quality. Water it every couple of weeks, let the soil dry between drinks, and that's basically all it asks for. This is the plant that forgives you for forgetting, sturdy, sleek, and quietly showing off without breaking a sweat. Bromeliads are like the tropical guests that move in and instantly brighten up the place, colorful, stylish, and surprisingly chill about care. Originating from the rainforests of South America, these plants have evolved to survive in all kinds of conditions, from steamy jungles to dry tree branches. What makes them nearly unkillable is their unique way of watering. They store moisture in the central cup formed by their leaves, so even if you forget to water for a while, they've got a built-in backup system. They thrive in medium to bright light and only need occasional misting to stay happy. NASA research also lists them as effective air purifiers, especially for removing volatile organic compounds from indoor air. With their bold colors and architectural form, bromeliads look like high-maintenance divas but act like low-effort roommates. It's the kind of plant that makes your space look like a vacation spot, no passport required. The sweetheart waxplant, also known as Hoya Carey, is the plant equivalent of that friend who always looks adorable but secretly runs on pure resilience. With its heart-shaped, glossy leaves, it's basically built for people who want a touch of romance without the responsibility. Native to Southeast Asia, this succulent-like vine thrives on neglect. It actually prefers its soil to dry out completely between waterings and does just fine in medium to bright, indirect light. Its thick, waxy leaves store water, making it one of the most drought-tolerant houseplants you can own. In the right conditions, it can even bloom clusters of star-shaped flowers that smell faintly sweet, a bonus for minimal effort. The sweetheart waxplant doesn't just survive, it endures. Perfect for anyone who forgets watering days or travels often, it's proof that love, and plants, can thrive with a little space. The zebra plant, with its striking white striped leaves, looks like it should be high maintenance, but don't let that fancy foliage fool you, it's tougher than it appears. Native to Brazil's humid forests, this plant has learned to adapt to life indoors with ease. It prefers bright, indirect light and evenly moist soil, but it's forgiving if you miss a watering here and there. The real showstopper comes when it blooms, tall golden yellow flower bracts that last for weeks, making it look like it's straight out of a tropical photo shoot. Research shows that leafy indoor plants like the zebra plant can help reduce stress levels and boost focus, making it a perfect desk buddy or living room feature. It's one of those plants that gives maximum impact for minimal fuss, bold, vibrant, and surprisingly easygoing once you find its rhythm. The whale Fin Sansevieria is like the tank of the plant world, solid, sculptural, and practically indestructible. With its single broad leaf that fans out like a whale's fin, this beauty makes a statement without needing constant attention. Native to the arid regions of Africa, it's built to handle serious drought, thriving even when you forget to water it for weeks. It prefers bright, indirect light but will tolerate low-light corners just as easily. What makes it even more impressive is its air-purifying power. NASA's clean air study found that snake plants, including this one, filter out toxins like formaldehyde and xylene. You could say it's working silently while you go about your day. The whale fin grows slowly but lives long, rarely asking for more than a little water now and then. It's the ultimate, set it and forget it, plant, strong, stylish, and perfectly content doing its thing. Aloe Vera is that reliable friend who's always got your back, and your skin. Known for its soothing gel, this plant isn't just decorative, it's practically a home remedy in a pot. Native to arid regions of Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, aloe vera has evolved to survive long stretches without water, storing moisture in its thick, fleshy leaves. It loves bright, indirect sunlight and thrives even if you forget to water it for a few weeks. In fact, it prefers a little neglect. NASA studies have shown that aloe vera helps purify indoor air, especially by absorbing carbon dioxide at night, making it a great bedroom companion. Beyond the science, it's simply satisfying to have around. Snip a leaf for a quick sunburn fix or just enjoy its clean, sculptural look. It's low effort, high reward, and the kind of plant that practically runs on autopilot. The Alocasia tiny dancer is like that quirky friend who lights up every room, compact, elegant, and surprisingly easygoing once you get to know it. With its whimsical, curving stems and petite leaves that seem to dance in the breeze, it brings a touch of personality to any space. Native to Southeast Asia, this plant thrives in warm, humid conditions but adapts well to typical indoor environments. It loves bright, indirect light and slightly moist soil, though it can bounce back quickly if you miss a watering or two. What makes it even better is how efficiently it photosynthesizes. Studies show alocasias are great at increasing indoor oxygen levels while filtering common toxins. Despite its delicate look, it's sturdier than most houseplants its size, growing steadily throughout the year. The tiny dancer might look fancy, but it's all charm and zero drama. A perfect pick for anyone who wants a lively, low-maintenance touch of green. The bird of paradise is the showstopper of the houseplant world, big, bold, and surprisingly low maintenance for something that looks straight out of a tropical resort. Native to South Africa, it's built to handle sun, heat, and dry spells like a pro. Indoors, it thrives in bright, indirect light but can also soak up some direct sun without fuss. Its large banana-like leaves don't just make a visual statement. Studies show that big leaf plants like this can help regulate humidity and improve air quality by absorbing more carbon dioxide. Water it every week or two, let the soil dry a bit between drinks, and it'll reward you with lush, architectural foliage that makes any corner feel like vacation. When mature, it can even bloom those iconic orange and blue flowers that look like tropical birds in mid-flight. The best part? It grows fast, forgives neglect, and instantly transforms your space into something worthy of a magazine cover. The Moonshine snake plant is pure minimalist perfection, sleek, silver-green leaves that look almost metallic, and a care routine so easy it's laughable. A close cousin of the classic Sansevieria, this variety is even tougher, thriving on neglect like it's a personal challenge. Native to West Africa's dry regions, it stores water in its thick leaves, so you can skip watering for weeks without a single complaint. It thrives in low to bright light, making it ideal for pretty much any room, from sunlit living spaces to dim offices. NASA's clean air study ranked snake plants among the best air purifiers, removing toxins like benzene and formaldehyde while releasing oxygen even at night, perfect for bedrooms. The Moonshine version just brings that modern, silvery twist, looking like something straight from a design showroom. It's sculptural, self-sufficient, and basically impossible to kill, the ultimate cool, quiet survivor of the plant world. The string of hearts is the definition of effortless charm, a trailing beauty that looks delicate but is actually tough as nails. Native to South Africa, this semi-succulent thrives on neglect and loves to sprawl gracefully from shelves or hanging planters. Its heart-shaped leaves and thin vines make it look like something out of a fairy tale, yet it's incredibly easy to keep alive. It prefers bright, indirect light and needs watering only when the soil is bone dry. Too much love, or water, is the only thing that can hurt it. Because it stores moisture in its leaves and tubers, it can go weeks without attention. It even grows tiny purple flowers when it's happy, adding to its romantic vibe. Despite its dainty appearance, the string of hearts is one of those plants that quietly proves you don't have to be high maintenance to be beautiful. It's resilient, forgiving, and endlessly charming. The Pilea, often called the Chinese money plant, is that cheerful little plant that just radiates good vibes. With its round, coin-shaped leaves and bright green color, it's practically designed to make any space feel more alive. Native to the mountains of southern China, the Pilea is incredibly forgiving. It loves bright, indirect light but will still hang in there if you forget about it for a bit. Water only when the soil feels dry, and it'll reward you with steady growth and even baby offshoots called pups that you can replant or gift. Fun fact: it's known as a friendship plant because it propagates so easily. One Pilea can turn into many. Studies show small, leafy plants like this help lower stress and improve mood, especially in work-from-home setups. The Pilea is tidy, modern, and surprisingly unkillable, the kind of plant that thrives with minimal fuss but always looks like you put in effort. The string of pearls is like the boho artist of the plant world, effortlessly stylish, a little wild, and surprisingly low maintenance. Native to the dry landscapes of Southwest Africa, this succulent has perfectly evolved to store water in its round, bead-like leaves, meaning it can handle weeks without a drink. It loves bright, indirect light. Even a few hours of direct sun will keep it plump and happy, and prefers sandy, well-draining soil. Too much water is the only real danger here, so less is definitely more. When it's thriving, it trails beautifully, turning any shelf or hanging basket into a green waterfall. And if you're lucky, it'll even reward you with tiny white flowers that smell faintly like cinnamon, a sweet bonus for such a low-effort plant. The string of pearls proves that beauty doesn't have to be fussy. It's dramatic, durable, and effortlessly cool. The Jade plant is the ultimate classic, sturdy, timeless, and basically impossible to kill. Native to South Africa and Mozambique, it's a succulent built to survive drought, storing water in its thick, glossy leaves so it can go weeks without attention. It loves bright, indirect light and can even handle a few hours of direct sun, making it perfect for windowsills or sunny corners. Water sparingly, letting the soil dry out between drinks, and it will reward you with slow, steady growth that can last decades. Some jade plants live for over 50 years. NASA studies also show that leafy succulents like jade plants help filter indoor air, improving overall room quality. Beyond practicality, its chunky leaves and branching structure make it a statement piece, and it's often associated with good luck and prosperity in homes. Low maintenance, long-lasting, and endlessly charming, the jade plant is proof that some classics never go out of style. And that's a wrap on our list of 15 unkillable houseplants that practically take care of themselves. From bold statement makers like the bird of paradise to low-key survivors like the moonshine snake plant, these greens prove that anyone can have a thriving indoor jungle, no green thumb required. Whether you're forgetful, busy, or just love plants that look good without constant fuss, there's something here for every space and style. Try a few, mix them up, and watch your home transform into a vibrant, healthy oasis. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like, comment with your favorite plant, and subscribe for more easy indoor gardening tips. Your next plant buddy is just a click away.